Hey guys, welcome back. I have got a really, really cool knife loaned in from my really good friend Alex over at Alex's Knife Box. If you don't know who Alex is, where have you been? Under a rock? I don't know. There will be a link to his channel down below. Go check him out. This is from Kosie Steenkamp Knives, and this is the Samson. It's a South African maker. He's actually a retired engineer down in South Africa. And I've had a couple of other South African knives on the channel, loaned in from some other friends and whatnot. And I gotta be honest, I am more impressed every day that I look at a South African knife. I just, the quality, the fit, the finish, and the price are all insane. So you get, at least with this one, it came with, here's his contact information, and I will put this link down in the description. Full kind of explanation of everything that's on the knife. I don't know if this came from the maker. Alex sent this to me. For sure this did. This is a kind of a felt, well, not kind of. It is a felt bag, pouch, case. And it came to me like this. So I believe that this case came from the maker as well, but don't quote me on that part. I forgot to ask Alex. I'm sure Alex, he likes to watch the videos that I do of his knives, so I'm sure he will chime in about that. All right? So let me get this just kind of out of the way because I'm gonna cheat a little bit and read some of this stuff off when I talk about it. Man, I just I am going to have to reach out and we'll talk about the price on this one in a minute. I don't want to talk about the price and then everybody leave. So it is 4.5 inches closed, just a hair over 4.5 inches, and just a hair under 8 inches overall. It's a 3.34 inch blade, 3.07 cutting edge, because you have this nice little finger choil there. It is N690, all hand rubbed satin, and we'll do a close up here in just a second. 0.125 inch thick blade, 0.537 overall thickness, runs on IKBS bearings, super smooth. And if you control right past the detent, nice controlled close, and it comes in, that was my fault, it comes in at just right at 4 ounces. I mean, I don't know how they do this, but it's look at this hand rubbed satin finish. It's just exquisite. It's actually just stunning. So on the scales, we've got OD green micarta, carbon fiber, and some G10 thrown in for good measure. Now the amazing part, well, just one of the amazing parts, is there is no, and I mean no, seam between the micarta and the carbon fiber and then the micarta. There's none. You can see that the material is different, but there's nothing. With a fingernail, there is nothing. No, anywhere. It's incredible. There is no seam whatsoever that you can feel. Then on the back side, we've got a titanium clip. It's been anodized. The liners are also titanium, and we'll do see in there also. I mean, just amazing. And if we can get the light to working here. You can see the inside of the liners have some engine turning type of pattern, a finish on them. So they're anodized and then engine turned, it looks like. That is just amazing. And so it also has kind of a layered approach here, right? So you've got let's see if the light helps or hurts that. So you have a thin G10 liner. So it's got the Micarta G10 liner, titanium liner, looks like a G10 backspacer, G10 liner, and then the Micarta again. And again, guys, there is no seams here that you can feel. There is nothing. This is completely smooth. With a fingernail, yeah, a little bit on the liners in certain spots. Okay, I'll give you that. But just beautiful. Runs on IKBS bearings. And again, just a beautiful hand-rubbed finish on the backside. I am completely blown away. The clip works perfectly. I think the clip it almost looks visually just a hair too long, but it's not. It works perfectly. Disappears in the hand. The clip, you don't feel it. I mean, you know it's there, but it's not a hot spot. It's not anything. I got to be honest, guys. I am in love with this knife. And the fit and finish, the materials used, I mean, I'm really kind of speechless about this one, to be perfectly honest with you guys. And this was under $500. Handmade, hand finished, $500 from South Africa. Yeah, that's crazy talk. It's way too cheap for what you're getting. And Alex has told the maker that. So that was the price when Alex got it earlier this year of 2020. Now, he may have listened to Alex, raised his prices some. I don't know. I hope not, because I may have Alex introduce me to him. Because, well, I don't necessarily want the same exact knife that Alex has, unless Alex needs some more money for his Sui, because he's got a WRX that he's building. He might. We'll talk about that. But here it is next to Sharpie. And let's just do some size comparisons. I mean, I don't want the exact same knife, but something similar, I would be really into. So I'm really going to have to spend a little more time looking at the other models that he makes and things like that, because this is just phenomenal. The finish work. So here it is next to the Holt Spectre. Virtually the same exact length. The Kosie is a little bit thicker in handle, but the handle length, blade length is, I mean, this is very similar. Very similar construction, and also a very high attention to detail. Personally, I like a stonewash blade better because the light and the fingerprints and the whatnot. But if you're familiar with a Holt Spectre, you're familiar with this Samson. It's I'm not going to say it's the same knife, but it is very similar in size and shape and feel in the hand. And here is a large Sebenza 21, little bit longer, similar blade or handle size, generally very similar as well. So Just from the sheer numbers of it, this blade is a little smaller than what I normally carry and like. 3 1/4 plus blade, 3.34 blade is a little smaller than what I typically carry. But I have found me changing, and I carry the Spectre a lot, which has a very similar sized blade. So I think my interests and my tastes have changed a little bit. But for the money, you cannot go wrong in South Africa. I've had, like I said, a couple of different South African knives. I think I'm going to put together a playlist for South African makers because I've had a couple of other ones so far. And I am going to have Alex send me some others because I need to spend a little more time with the South African maker knives. I mean, I personally can find nothing wrong with this knife at all. And somebody else might get it in their hand and not like something. Okay? That's the beauty of YouTube and the beauty of this hobby is everybody has different opinions. So I always encourage people to listen to and watch all of my other YouTube friends and hear everybody's opinion. And then ultimately make your own decisions, right? I don't want anybody going and buying a knife just because I said so. Although, I have done that many times watching Jim Skelton. Latest one was the Hellraiser P-Series. I literally stopped his video, went to the website, ordered this, went back, and finished watching Jim's video. Okay. And I have heard a couple of people did that on my ZT0230 video. I know 2 friends that bought it based on my video. So that's pretty cool. I do like that. But listen to several people, get different opinions, and then make your own decisions based on a variety of things and opinions. Wow. Thank you, Alex, so much for letting me borrow this one. This may be the best one you've ever let me borrow. The dagger that's still in the box is up there also, I'll be honest, from Brian Nadeau. And that video is coming soon. But yeah, the South African makers, I don't think I can say enough good stuff about them. So thanks for watching, everybody. I do greatly appreciate your time and your support. So thank you. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.